All right. It is always an honor and a privilege to speak with this man, the former UFC middleweight champion who returns to the boxing ring December 19th on the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight card in Miami, live on Netflix. He will face the former UFC welterweight champion, Tyron Woodley. He is the Spider. Anderson Silva is here. Anderson, it has been a long time, my man. How are you?
I'm good, my brother.
It's
Thank
great
you
to,
for asking.
yeah,
What
it's
about
great.
you? You good?
I'm
Family
doing
good?
great. Thank you
Great.
for asking. I really appreciate that. You don't,
Great,
normally, I
brother.
don't get asked that question, so it means a lot. It's great to have you here. Things have shifted up a little bit for you, Anderson. You were supposed to compete a couple of weeks ago against your
Yeah.
old friend Chris Weidman, but the event got postponed. Jake Paul gets a new opponent. Anderson Silva gets a new opponent fighting Tyron Woodley. So, what was your reaction when you found out Chris was injured and that Tyron Woodley would be stepping in?
Well, first of all, I'm a little sad for Chris, because Chris training hard for this fight, and I heard I think he's have an injury in the arm, but hopefully Chris is good now, and we'll see in the future. Maybe you have the opportunity to fight with Chris the next event. And about my new opponent, I'm so excited, because I like to challenge myself. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy because God is so amazing and give opportunity for us to doing something uh, I love, and I'm so happy. I'm so lucky to be here to talk to you and come to fight again.
Tyron actually spoke with one of my colleagues, and he said that he never even thought that there would ever be a world where a fight between the two of you could happen, whether in the cage or in the boxing ring. And here we are. And Anderson, it makes sense, right? You both former UFC champions. You both fought Jake Paul in the boxing ring. Did you ever expect that at any point you would be fighting Tyron Woodley, whether in boxing
Wow.
or
And,
MMA?
and now when people talk to me about that and I say, whoa, wow, I need to change a couple things in my comp training. And I start watching the Woodley fight. And I say, wow, I have a lot of work to do to change the whole strategy. And but I have a good coach, Coach Doria, Coach Nico, and my whole team working hard to help me um, to change everything. And I'm so exciting. I'm so excited. I think that's the good challenge for my mind and for my body.
Yeah, and you're always one to accept a great challenge, Anderson, because you boxed Jake in 2022, and since then we saw you have the boxing exhibition in Brazil against your old pal Chael Sonnen, and that was about a year and a half ago. So,
Yeah.
what was that night like for you, getting in there and boxing Chael Sonnen after all of these years?
Wow, it's so amazing, brother. It's so interesting because uh the people never uh expect to Chris or Chael fight boxing, and the guys change the game, and keep working, keep prove how is it is it different between love and don't love the sport. This combat sport, when you love, you do everyone to do. But when you don't love, you never go see the fighters again. And I respect Che a lot. He's my friend, he's amazing father, he's amazing family guy, and I respect him a lot.
If you had said that like 15 years ago, I would have been like, "What?" You know what I mean? You guys have come so far, Anderson. It's amazing what this sport can do, and
Yeah,
sharing that amount of
absolutely.
time and just perspective on life, how you guys went from bitter rivals to the respect and even, dare I say, the friendship you guys share today.
Yeah. It's amazing because sports do that. Martial arts do that for us. And I'm so happy because, I just fight with Chael 2 times, and when I accept the fight in Brazil, the exhibition fight in Brazil with Chael, I'm so happy because they say, Chael come to fight with me in Brazil, and the people, the Brazilian fans, go see how Chael is a good man. He's not a bad guy, and this changed completely. And a lot of people now know Chael, the real Chael, and this is so amazing. This is fantastic.
What has life been like since that exhibition fight with Chael? Because it seemed like a great full circle moment for your fighting career, right? Like Chael was like your biggest rival, and then you have this boxing match with Chael, and like you said, everyone got to see who Chael really is, especially in Brazil. Did you expect to take another fight after that because of that full circle moment?
Yeah, but it's interesting because when you have one fight, you think about only about one. You don't think about the other fight or this or that. You take the time for every single fight you have. And the moment I have the fight with Chris and with Jay with Chael, I'm saying, is it two men's change the sport? And a lot of people, doesn't matter how much time pass, the people go see this fight with Anderson Silva and Chael, and this is help the new generation to see the real fighters, and the people continue to see watching Chael and Chael helped me to change my life, and I help Chael to change your own life. And this is fantastic. This is amazing, brother.
We're almost out of time, and I could talk to you for hours, Anderson. But obviously, we're looking forward to this fight between you and Tyron. But at the end of the night, a man that you and Tyron have both shared the boxing ring, Jake Paul, is fighting Anthony Joshua, and I'm sure
Oh, yeah.
this one took you by surprise. I think it took a lot of people by surprise. So I am curious your thoughts on that matchup between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, the risk that Jake is taking in a lot of people's eyes, and having shared the squared circle with Jake, how do you gauge his chances in this fight against Anthony Joshua?
Well, when you go inside the ring, everybody have a chance, you know. And I respect Jake a lot because Jake proved for every single person how he's ready for fight. It's a real fight. And if people start talking with Jake a lot of bad things because, oh, Jake do this and that, Jake never fight with the real fight. So now these people can say nothing because Jake fight with the big and giant and amazing fighter, an amazing boxer. And what is the people go say now? So, oh, because of course, maybe Jake lose. The people say, oh, I knew it. It's not a real fight. So wait a minute. Jake is not the same weight class your opponent, but Jake come inside the ring and fight with the best fight in boxing. So what are you talking about with Jake? And I think nobody can talk about Jake. Is Jake doing your own job and respect your opponents and doing the best job? And I respect Jake a lot.
Of course, terrific perspective from Anderson Silva. I think a lot of people have, and I know Jake has that same respect for you, especially after sharing the boxing ring with him. But ladies and gentlemen, the middleweight goat, Anderson Silva, joining us, taking on Tyron
Thank my
Woodley
brother.
December
See you,
19th
brother.
in Miami. It's going to be amazing. Live on Netflix. Never thought I'd see this fight, but you guys are going to get it. headlined, of course, by Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Anderson, great to see you, my man. Congratulations on this fight. Looking forward to December 19th and seeing you compete against Tyron Woodley.
Thank you, brother. God bless you and your family. Good to see you, bro.